Dear religious founding people of Khabar Tatak, in the religion section of Khabar Tatak, the story that I have brought before you today is linked with the seed of the great war Mahabharata. Bharat, the son of King Dushyant and Shakuntala, had deposed all his son, finding incapable of throne, and put Ese Bhumanyu on the throne and to make king after him. But in the same Bharat dynasty, later on, King Santanu had deposed his able son Debrata from the throne just because he had fallen in love with a fisherman's daughter, Satyawati, who was also called as Matsyagandha for emitting a fishy odor from her body. Father of the fisherwoman had put a condition before King Santanu in order to marry him with her daughter that however his son Debrata had many qualities to become a king, yet the son of her daughter will only be the king of Hastinapur after him. He later stipulated his condition, saying that even the descendant of his son Debrata should not be a challenge for the descendant of his daughter's son. In order to appease his father, Debrata not only denied the throne but also took a great vow to remain bachelor throughout his life, and his this hard vow was called as Bhisma vow later on, and he became famous in the name of Bhisma. However, Bhisma never did any things in order to capture the throne of Hastinapur throughout his life, yet the seed of injustice with him and with royal dharma had been sown, which later on sprouted in the form of the great Mahabharata Bad, which could not be even averted by the trial of Lord Krishna. The fisherman's daughter Satyavati did not fish. Instead, she supported herself and her father by ferrying people from one side of the river to the other in her boat at Yamuna river bank. Despite this, her body emitted a fishy odor, earning her name Matsyagandha. Let us explore the secret behind this fisherman's distinctive fishy odor. He will also learn the secret behind the conversion of the fishy odor coming out of the fisherwoman Satyavati into ever sweet smelling spreading to a yojana distance. This eternally fragrant had led King Santanu falling in love with her. This, albeit with her consent, resulted in a grave injustice to her worthy son Debrata, born from Ganges. Despite Krishna's efforts to prevent it, the Mahabharata war could not be averted. Owing Indra's advice, the great ascetic king Vasu resided in the sky in crystal and gem-studded plain provided by Indra, ruling his kingdom from there. Due to his constant aerial presence, he became known as King Upricharya. The Suktimati river flowed near his capital. Once a mountain called Kola, driven by lust, blocked the divine river. The river's flow stopped. Seeing this, King Uprichara struck the mountain with his feet. The mountain cracked, causing the river to flow as before. The mountain had given birth to a son and a daughter out of him. Pleased with the river's release, the river gave both children to King Uprichara, seeking a male among them who could subdue the enemy. King Vasu made him his commander-in-chief, and the female had married was Girika. One day, Queen Girika, wishing to have children, expressed her desire to mate with King Uparichara. However, that same day, the ancestors commanded him to kill wild animals. The king, not disobeying his ancestors' command, went into the forest to kill wild animals, contemplating Girika, who possessed the beauty and splendor of beautiful woman like a second goddess Lakshmi herself. After hunting wild animals, King Uparichara, overwhelmed by the beauty of forest, became sexually aroused. However, since Queen Girika was not there, he attempted to transmit his semen to her through his eagle. When another eagle saw the eagle departing, it attacked the eagle, assuming it to be carrying meat. In the ensuing fight between the two eagles, King Uparichara's semen fell into the Yamuna river, which was absorbed by the fish-like nymph Adrika. Subsequently, in the 10th month, a fisherman caught the fish in his net, and when he cut it open, a girl and a boy emerged. The nymph was then freed and returned to heaven. Seeing this curiosity, the fisherman gave both boys to King Uparichar. King Uparichar adopted the male child, who become Matsya, a virtuous and truthful king. The girl, the daughter of the twins, had a strong fishy odor, as she was the daughter of a fish. Therefore, King Uparichara handed her over to the fisherman, declaring, "She will be your daughter." With her beauty, goodness, and all the virtues, the girl became known as Satyawati. Because of the stay at fisherman's ashram, she was known for some time as Matsyagandha. She used to row a boat on the Yamuna river, ferrying people across the river. One day, Maharishi Parasar saw her and was captivated by her beauty, arousing a desire to possess her. When Maharishi Parasar expressed her desire for intercourse, Matsyagandha told him that many sags were standing on both sides of the river. Maharishi Parasar created fog and told her that he wanted to mate with her for a specific purpose, but that her beauty, virginity would not be affected. Satyavati also requested Sag Parasara to remove the fishy odor emanating from her body, which Sag Parasara readily agreed to convert in very sweet smell. Subsequently, due to the exquisite fragrance emanating from Matsyagandha's body, her name became Yojan Gandha, as the fragrance emanating from her body would perfume an area to a yojan. Satyavati union with the Sag Parasar immediately resulted in the birth of son Vyas. He possessed knowledge of the Vedas from birth. He went into the forest to perform penance, telling his mother Satyavati that she should remember her whenever she needed him, and that he would surely appear before her. After giving birth to their son Vyas, Sag Parasara also departed, and Satyavati then returned to her home. Some time later, when King Santanu was passing through the area, he sensed a fragrance emanating from Satyavati's body. He sought the source of fragrance and came to Satyavati. Finding Satyavati to be the epitome of beauty and wisdom, King Santanu fell in love with her. In order to reciprocate this love, he handed over the throne to Satyavati's son Debrata as per the dictates of her father. While agreeable, he violated both Debrata and royal duties, resulting in the Mahabharata war.